And hello, everybody out there in the big bad world. Hello, and welcome again to Dragons Awesome Maybe Dungeons. But tonight, you're tuning in to the B Crew. It is the end of the month, so it is time to get back to those lovely sidekicks in their dream world at an unspecified point in time. Last time we were here was actually about 2 months ago because we missed the last B Crew episode because stupid fucking life. So we are tuning back in after they have met and befriended, some through magic, some through confusion, a group of goblins who have invited the guys back for dinner. They just have to go catch it first, and hopefully it's not them. But they offer to hunt rabbits, which are apparently extremely dangerous here. So they were left with Bart the Goblin as their sort of guide to be able to get to Goblin Town after they finish their hunt. And it's he's still charmed actually for at least another 20 to 30 minutes or so.
Oh,
Because
lovely.
yeah, because he loves Lil so much. And
Mhm.
so my party, you've been left in sort of the middle of a sort of clearing. You know that there is a fortress somewhere off to the west of you from this point because you had seen it in that other clearing that you were in previously. But you are with Bart the Goblin. And what are you guys doing?
You know, there's a lot of questions, isn't there? What is it that's to the west? I'm sorry, what's the structure?
You saw a fort. The goblins had told you that jerks live there. But they're goblins, so that definition is pretty loose.
It's just getting a good quote here for my notes. Full of jerks,
Mm-hmm.
says goblins. Got
Yeah,
it.
I think that was actually literally the words they used. Is it is full of jerks, if I remember correctly.
That sounds right. All right. Okay. So since we have our friends, let's go get rabbits.
We just have the one friend. We just have Bart because, well, I mean, we're all friends, but we just have Bart because everybody else went back to the cave.
To get
Yeah.
dinner started.
Yes. And that's that. Because we're all having dinner together tonight.
Little for dinner.
Little for dinner.
Oh gosh.
Friends for dinner. Friends for dinner.
Friends.
Okay. Who am I close to? So I'm gonna come over to Oxford while Lil and Bart are communing. I'm gonna kind of look at the fox that's been following us around and saying very little.
Nothing. I don't believe it said anything yet,
Said
actually.
literally nothing, but has been following us around.
You're
I'm
not
just
even
going to-
sure if it's magical or if it's just a fox.
Just ignoring the fact that it's there right now because other things are happening. I'm gonna come over here, Oxford, and go, hello, Oxford. Hey, we have a couple choices here. We can go get some nightmare rabbits. That sounds intriguing. Or maybe not spend all of this time with literal nightmare goblins.
Would Oxford know that this friendship is short-lived because it's magically induced, or would I be unaware of that?
Lil doesn't even know it's magically induced. And Lil's the one who did it.
Yeah, I mean,
Specifically
you
said
could.
that last time.
I'm asking this out
If
of
you want
character
to make
too.
an Arcana check to see if you can figure out that this is a result of a spell, just by looking at him, I will allow you to do that.
Sure.
You
Just
have
to
to
see
roll
if I'm
for him, though.
aware of it. Yep, because I cannot do that. And please read out the rolls because I can't look at my phone right now.
That is correct. Ox. You are not good at Arcana. Oh, but you rolled a fucking 17. You have a +0,
Nice.
and you rolled a 17. What the fuck? So there's a
Roll 20
weird,
likes me.
there's a weird kind of glazed look to Bart's eyes, and there's these weird kind of sparklies dancing kind of in his vision, just out of sight, kinda.
Sorry, hit the button.
You're not sorry.
I was trying to see if it was an action or bonus action.
Did you start
It's an action.
drawing?
No, I hit Dancing Lights by accident.
Is it
Excellent.
a bonus action or is it an action?
I just wanted to know.
So,
It's an action.
So
Well, what's the answer? I'm kidding.
there was
It's
no
an
answer.
action. It's an action.
Action!
And that was my
Action!
idea.
This whole
Browser
courtroom
history!
is an
Action!
action.
But anyway,
Um,
so you see that kind of weird light flicking in there, and you've only seen light like that once before, when it burrowed through your skull and out the other side before the world went black that one time.
Wait, what?
And you got shot in the head from Sives because you had rabies.
Oh, no!
So basically,
You've done this.
basically, you think Bart has rabies. And to
Sives
you,
induced rabies.
to you, all magic is rabies, by the way.
Oh my lord. Okay.
So you're very concerned, maybe not about Bart attacking you, but very concerned for Bart. Bart's got rabies. You don't know what the rabies doing, but Bart's got rabies.
Okay. Well, Bart is looking a little bit sick there, I think. I don't know if we want to help him or get away from the nightmare goblins and nightmare rabbits altogether. They both sound very bad, but I will follow along with you guys and help out how I can.
Alistair. Alistair, help me out here.
Russell's trying so hard to not be the leader and to make everybody else choose something to do, but the fact that you're asking everybody else and taking polls makes you the leader.
You're asking, there's Oxford, who's basically the aspect of Eeyore, and there's Lil. So.
And Alistair is being almost as broody teenager as Ox friend.
And Lil and
The
Bart are
thing
just
is,
jumping
doesn't know
around in
what's
circles,
happening.
yelling, "Friend, friend, friend, friend,
Yes.
friend!"
And that's exactly what I imagined was happening. So I'm not gonna go to her. Because I just have the strongest idea that she's going to go, but Bart is friend!
Bart has rabies! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And nothing will be accomplished. So. Alistair! Alistair!
What? What in God's name is it this time?
What in Sife's name?
What in God's name? What do you want?
Please tell me that you are sensing that this is maybe not the best idea and we should get help from not nightmare goblins.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't really care, and I wasn't really. So I'm going to.
Iris, go back in your room, honey. You need to get in your bed. I know, honey, but I can't hear my friends. I need you to go get in your bed. I know, baby. Thank you for playing, but you need to go get in your bed, okay? Where's Daddy? Okay, why do you smell like peanut butter and jelly? Did Daddy give you a peanut butter and jelly? Yeah. Okay, can you go back by Daddy, honey? Okay, thank you. Tell him I said hi. No, get out of my closet. Don't close yourself in the closet. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
You gotta get your kid out of the closet. It's not healthy for them to repress like that.
Honestly, I just want her to be honest with both herself and me. I'm gonna be right back.
You also don't want peanut butter in the closet. Peanut butter in the closet is not how you resolve things.
It's just a band-aid when you need stitches.
Honey, you really can't do this.
I'm personally really answer to why you smell like peanut butter and jelly is because I ate it or wore it, one or the other.
With a child that age, is wear it. Wear it is the answer.
Yeah, that's what my concern was at first when it was like, why do you smell like peanut butter and jelly? I'm like, where is it hidden?
In the pants, obviously, because we like that squish squish sound when we sit.
Okay, well she just came
Oh gosh.
She rubbed it on my face. What?
What? What happened?
That's what I heard. She came in covered in peanut butter and she rubbed it on my face.
Oh man. Oh.
Oh, children.
At least she's not allergic.
That would be bad.
For those of you just turning in, we were invaded by a small, adorable goblin child who rubbed peanut butter on Wessel's face.
As one does.
My apologies. I believe I just had a very strange hallucination.
Wessel
Just
shakes
like
himself
peanut
out
butter.
of it and refocuses.
The dream realm is really getting to me. So I'm sorry. Do you see that maybe nightmare goblins aren't necessarily the best people to help us?
Yeah, they bring peanut butter.
And jelly, it's all over my face.
I mean, I don't really care, but it seems to matter to you, so I guess we won't have dinner with the nightmare goblins.
Don't you want to see Sives?
That's a loaded question.
Wessel is used to having such a strong bond and loving connection with their person.
You see Alistair just get this 1,000-yard stare, and he just kind of one shoulder just kind of shrugs up and then drops slowly, and she's like, "Eh."
Okay, cool.
You see out there being like, remember when I was a goat? And then just end the sentence.
Yes, Rooney had a very bad time.
Rooney had a bad time.
Rooney weren't the one getting milked.
Rooney spoke in pink bubbles for like 2 minutes or something. That was uncomfortable.
I would say Alistair might have had a worse time than you.
I'm gonna agree with that. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, Oxfriend, I was fine. I didn't drink the milk.
Yeah.
Anyway.
God
Was
for that,
that a
because it
dream?
could be a whole lot more awkward.
Okay, so now that we all agree, we have to convince Lil.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining that right now. Damn it.
This entire conversation is done right next to Oxfriend, but he's not like looking at them at all. He's sitting like crisscross applesauce on the ground, staring at it, picking up pebbles, letting them drop, while a small fox nods approvingly at Wessel. And Lil runs around in a circle, screeching friend and flapping their arms like their wings, that they're actually going to be able to fly, while Bart runs the opposite direction from her, making a slightly wider circle, also yelling friend and flapping his arms like he can fly.
Oh my lord.
We have to convince Lil.
Okay, all right, fine. Lil, Alistair calls.
Lil comes charging at you.
Bart also comes charging at you. Yes, right.
Alistair kind of like backpedals and just kind of.
friend.
So, how do you
Lil
feel about?
also just keeps getting closer because you keep backing away. And Lil's like, what? What?
Yeah. So, Lil, how do you? I can't quite remember. How do you feel about hawks?
Hawks?
Yeah. Big bird. You know, sharp talons. You know. But I thought you liked hawks. Isn't that right? You like eagles? You like falcons?
Oh my god.
What's your strategy right now? Because I don't think it's working.
Oh god!
And we're done.
Bart just glares at you and says, "What did you do to my friend?" and runs after Lil.
She's going to the bathroom. Don't be a creep.
Wessel's going to rub the bridge of his nose, his weaselly Wesselly nose.
Bart got lost.
Clearly,
Wait,
not you. Goodness.
I cut out a little bit. I missed what happened.
Alistair
Eagles,
terrified
hawks.
Lil with
Nah.
threats.
Alistair threatened Lil.
He did not. He was asking a question. Several of them.
Alistair's threatening Lil. I am going to go find her.
Oh, Lil ran off. Okay.
Lil,
That was the whole. Shh, that was the whole plan.
why are we getting rid of Lil? We need to
Why
get
not?
Lil fixed too.
They come. You are very fluffy, but you have a very tiny brain. Wait, they're separated, so now we go find Lil and abandon the goblin.
At being told he has a tiny brain, he tightens his grip on his greatsword, thinks better of it, and continues looking for Wessel.
Rooney really rubbed off on Wessel.
Wessel's a barbarian.
And you
Alistair's
leave
just-
Oxfriend behind with a fox.
I told Oxfriend to stay still so we don't lose them too.
True, you did say that.
Oh.
I'm going to perception to try to find Lil.
Lil, are you stealthing? Are you ninja?
Lil is just running.
Lil is literally not on the map
enjoying
anymore.
us changing, becoming quieter and quieter.
I don't know what
fine,
Lil would roll for running without purpose. Other than fleeing
Probably
scary.
not stealthy if
I don't
running
think
without
if you're
purpose.
not trying to be quiet and stealthy, then yeah, that 21's definitely gonna see you.
Okay.
Okay, gorgeous.
Lil's just standing like behind a tree, covering her eyes with her hands, just being like, "You can't see me."
Okay. Hey, Lil.
No, not here.
Lil, it's Wessel, dear.
Lil can't see you.
Oh,
Where's Wessel?
Other side of the tree, honey. Open your eyes.
Alistair
My
just falls
eyes are
aside.
open. I just have my hands in front of them.
Okay, well, don't do that anymore either.
Hi, Wessel.
Hi, honey. Okay, we're gonna go back to Oxfriend, and we're going to go find some other friends to help us. I think Bart needs to go back and start making dinner.
Oh, but I don't want eagle friend. I don't want hawk friend. They not friend.
That's okay. That was just Alistair, and he's fine. He's not one of those right now.
No, you see, you misunderstood. I was asking because they're not around, and I wanted to make sure that you wouldn't miss them. Obviously, you don't, so it's time to go. Yes.
Okay, so I think you should let Bart know that he can go help
Oh,
make
my
dinner,
friends,
and
I
we will see
found
him
you!
when we get there.
Ah, yes, you
Friend,
did.
Bart friend, Bart friend,
Bart.
Bart friend, make dinner.
Hello, Bart friend.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hi.
gonna go get the rabbits now?
We were thinking that it might be safer if for you to go back with the rest of the goblins and help prepare for dinner.
Considering you're such a big, strong goblin.
Persuasion.
If my sheet wants to open, there we go.
Hmm.
Lil, don't you agree?
Make dinner, Bart. Make dinner.
That
Is that
sounded
persuasion, or is
That
that just
sounds
me?
convincing to me.
Or is she just repeating?
I
Yeah.
mean, they're also charmed advantage.
Yep. Bart rubs his chin a little bit, kind of frowning just slightly. Well, I don't want to be away from you, but dinner, yes. I could help. Yes. But will you be okay? The rabbits are scary.
Oh, yes, yes. You see, we have strength in numbers, but we're not quite as strong or as sneaky as you are. See, if
Oh, well,
we
then you'll
all went as
definitely die. Those rabbits are tough.
Well,
and
we have Ox friend who is strong, and not to toot my own horn, but I've ripped a throat or two out, and
But he just said you're not as strong as we.
well,
That means you'll
he,
die, because they kill us. So if you're not as strong as us, you'll definitely die.
they really are gonna need you back for dinner to get dinner ready, and we will be there, and it'll be great. We won't die.
mm-hmm, we
Okay,
wouldn't.
if you say so. But how will you find Cave for dinner?
You can give me directions. I'm good with maps.
I am not.
Okay. Well, I have a
I'm
really
good
good
with
sense of
rocks, though.
smell.
Good with rocks. And
We-
Bart turns and starts picking up some rocks on the ground, and he starts laying them down in a weird kind of pattern that kind of shows a curve in a road and a bridge, and then he points kind of under the bridge of rocks and sticks. He's actually pretty good with making little tiny miniature landscapes. You're probably a little bit impressed by Bart's prowess. And he's like, live under bridge in a big hole.
Ah, well,
Well, thank you.
Skills
We will
skills.
certainly look under the bridge. And this is highly impressive. Great job.
mm,
I went to
right.
tech school.
Me too, buddy. Anyway,
Okay, I'll
Sorry.
go make dinner. You guys be very safe. I don't want my friends getting eaten.
Wouldn't
thank
miss
you,
It
Bart.
happens a lot, so it would be very sad.
Mm.
Thank you. You're a great help.
No problem.
Okay.
And you see Alistair just pinch the bridge of his nose and sigh.
All right.
Is Bart coming back?
Never.
I just see him going like back and forth and
I
back.
just
and
found
forth.
out I can just flip stuff with the arrow, and I'm fascinated by it.
Can? And?
Oh,
Wait, what?
you can key around.
Huh?
I didn't know that. Click your person.
Yeah, you can. That's how I've been all over the place.
Oh no, I just pick them up and drag them.
Oh my god!
Bart's jigging in the middle of a pond.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, cool. Anyway,
Ah!
yeah.
Okay,
so
okay, I'll start doing it now. Okay.
let's go back.
All right. Yes. Let's go back by Oxfriend, and we'll come up with a plan. Okay?
Sounds like a
Now,
whatever
while
it
this
is.
was going on, Oxfriend, you are currently seated in the middle of the road. Your friends just left to go chase after Lil, and there is a tiny fox running around in a confused manner in circles.
Mhm.
Do you have a name, Mr. Fox?
It makes a weird fox noise.
What does the
What does the
fox noise
fox
sound?
say?
I actually
What
don't. I
does the
actually don't
fox
remember.
say?
I don't
um,
remember the noise that it makes.
well, if I am to quote the foxes that like to do shit outside of my house every night once it hits 2 a.m.
There you go.
That's what he says. But only
I
once.
was legit waiting for you to go, yip, 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 yip.
No. No, it's more like a strangled barking noise that the first like 3 nights that I heard it, I thought that there was a dog trapped somewhere that was injured, and I went outside and tried to walk through the woods to find the injured dog because I was so fucking worried about it. But apparently, after accidentally seeing a YouTube video on funny animals, which included a fox making this sound, I figured out that it was a fucking fox.
Mhm.
Anywho, so he makes that sound at you, Ox.
Well, hello there. Sorry if I am not going to be able to pronounce that. Offers a rock that I've been picking up and dropping.
Vicious walks over to it, and then he looks at it, and then he looks up to him, and he looks down to the rock, and then he looks back to him, and he looks back down to the rock, and then he paws the rock out of the way.
I knew that. So you're a freaking cat. Got it.
He bitch slaps the rock right out of your hand.
Okay. People call me Ox friend, or just Ox. So nice to meet you.
Vicious then makes another squeaking noise, and then he sneezes in approval.
I will reach to pat his head, if he allows it.
Sure.
Head pats. Pat pat.
And that is how you return, seeing Ox gently head patting a very floofy fox.
And
Huh. So, who is this one?
He has a name, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
Uh,
friend name?
He makes the fox noise again.
And Lil mimics it perfectly.
Oh no.
Oh!
right.
Instead of mimicking it perfectly, Will runs around yelling,
Because she is bard. She make it sound good. She does her own auto tuning.
Oh my lord.
So we and then Alistair kind of unfolds his arms a moment to like gesture vaguely to Fox Vicious and we're not
Oh, shit.
keeping the fluffy rat, right?
Oh, shit.
Alistair is such a snarky bitch. I love it.
I am loving every aspect of this game so far.
Evil glare with the tail flaring out.
Floof,
Both of the tails. He's got two tails.
floof, floof.
Can we Arcana at Vicious?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Why not? That's something.
With literally 0 of that.
That's
so...
the only thing I'm proficient in.
Sometimes foxes have 2 tails, you know? Okay, it's fine, Wessel. Jesus.
You can't just go asking people why they're white. Why they have
Alistair,
2 tails.
there's definitely something magical about this fox. You're not exactly sure what, but it seems to be radiating with the same kind of energy that make up the entirety of this dream realm.
Alistair just squints and sure, okay.
Look, if the fox comes with us, the fox comes with us. Main point here, we need to get somewhere that's not full of nightmare things, okay? And get somebody who can actually help us. I think our best bet is to go to the thing that was over there. What was it? It was a fort full of jerks, the goblins said? Those are probably nice people. Those were nightmare goblins.
I mean, willing to make us dinner, but sure.
Because
Jerks live there.
anyway, I'm not. I'm going to try and find somebody who can help us. If you guys are with me, then please come with me. I know that Rooney would never leave Sives anywhere. I'm going to begin going.
Yes.
Lil,
How
you
big
should
is a
come too.
fox? How big is a fox?
Ugh.
It is
How
like
Big as a fox.
as big as your foot, a little bit bigger than your foot.
Okay,
It's a very
cool.
small
Perfect.
fox.
Yeah.
Tiny fox.
With
Alistair calls
eyes
over
on
his
the
shoulder.
glow.
Come on,
Oxfriend.
big.
Oxfriend will like hold both of his hands out, like upwards, palms up, towards the fox, like at. And he'll say, "Will you let me pick you up?"
Grab your hands.
Lil
He
says
hisses.
yes and jumps at you.
You're carrying a little now. Make a strength check, Ox. Oh, that's right. I have your character sheet. That's my job now.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, it's probably more like a strength saving throw. She just hurled herself at you. You didn't exactly have time.
Yeah.
With a plus
I'm s-
5, you still only got an 11.
Oh my.
But how
Does that
heavy is a
save, though?
bird?
Not very heavy.
They do have hollow bones.
I think it's more cumbersome than anything.
I think you stagger a bit because while she might not weigh a lot, it was an unexpected bulk that you were not entirely prepared for. But you managed not to fall over as the fox looks on at you curiously. You're now carrying a Lil.
The way I'm imagining this is like that cartoon head first slide when they dive into something like "Whee!" That's what I'm imagining, like right into my arms.
Yeah.
You'll be right.
And now I have a little planking on my arms. Is what I'm imagining.
Yes. This is accurate. Okay. So you guys set
Okay.
So you guys set off towards the direction where you remember there being a clearing with a fort in it. Go ahead and make perception checks as you walk along.
I perceive with a dice roll.
No, you don't. You've got a Lil. You can't perceive anything but a fluffy, fluffy head. I'm lying. I'm gonna roll you a perception check. Oh, Jesus, fuck! You perceive a lot.
I'm gonna be looking
Everybody
and
but
listening.
Lil.
It's a 20. What did
I'm
you
gonna
say,
be-
Vicious?
I'm gonna be looking and listening so I can get this. Yeah.
Yeah, that 11 versus the 10 did a whole lot of good.
Yeah, that extra one. That goes a long way, you know. That's the difference between failure and success.
All right.
All right.
Oh boy. Anywho, as you're walking along, Lil, you're too busy looking at everything to really perceive it. It's like, oh, this, oh, a berry, oh, a twig. Ting, 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 as you peck at Ox's horns. And Ox, you kind of have to peer and crane your head over top of Lil to see things. The fox just sets his ears back every time Lil starts taking on your horns. Or, oh, I'm very sorry, guys. My brain, I guess, is sleepy. Every time he starts tinging on your horn, on his horns, the fox looks back over his shoulder, distracted from whatever he was trying to look and listen to. But Alistair, Wessel, and Oxfriend, you keep a pretty keen eye out. Oxfriend probably because you're so tall and can see so far. Wessel because you are currently on edge. And Alistair because you keep getting murdered by things too much to not pay attention.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's cornfield. You know.
I was just about to ask him, like, is he still having a little bit of a PTSD to corn?
I mean, honestly, since this time frame doesn't have like a specific when this happened kind of dealio, anything that happened out there could potentially be remembered by you guys in here.
Even things that haven't happened yet.
Yep, I'm sure they'll come up later.
Mhm.
So yeah, PTSD cornfield. So you're walking along, and Oxford, you're the one who notices it first. It is very, very slight, and if you hadn't rolled as high as you did, you probably would not even have noticed it at all. But there is a sixth set of feet pitter pattering after you. And Wessel, eventually, you sniff the air and you smell something. Ah, that's a familiar smell. You've had something like that in your mouth before, definitely. And Alistair, you see.
That doesn't narrow it down literally at all. Wessel
Yeah.
has bit everything we have come across.
Yeah, this is something that you hunt very regularly. In fact, almost constantly. Rooney likes to make it into a soup.
Love it.
And Alistair, you see peeking over a bush just the very barest tip of two very long, pure white ears.
That's,
It
Rob,
Like
seems
here?
we have nightmare thingies following us again. Rabbit, is that you?
left, right.
And
No singing!
as you yell that, Ox, from said bush, hops
Yeah.
a very well dressed rabbit.
Is he late for a very important date?
Does he
Right.
look angry?
He
He has a
looks.
sword.
He does have a weapon drawn. He does have a weapon drawn. It is a small short sword, and he is looking at you all warily. With not so much hostility as kind of open wariness and suspicion. All right then. What's the lot? Why are you here in my forest? What you doing fraternizing with goblins? What you have to say for yourselves up in McKin?
In your forest,
Fraternizing with what?
Goblins.
goblins.
Oh.
Your forest? Oh god, you know where we are? Are you a nightmare rabbit?
Fucking hell
Well,
no!
obviously not a
I
normal rabbit.
am not a rabbit. I'm an heir.
Yes, and I'm Walter. Uh-huh.
I'm
No.
not breathing you up, my guy.
His ears kind of drop down in a kind of annoyed look. No,
Does
I'm not
that
a
make
rabbit.
me
I'm an
Earth?
heir.
Lil's
It's an
gonna
8.
befriend
Oh.
everyone.
Right. I get it.
Why do you have your
So-
sword drawn if you're not gonna attack us?
'Cause you said he was hunting me.
You don't lie very often, do you?
I don't need to.
Well, if we didn't, then the goblin would still be here now, wouldn't it?
He's gonna squint at you suspiciously.
Hallister shrugs.
Look, we're trying to get out of here. We don't belong here. We belong in the real world with our people, in our homes, and wherever Oxfriend is. Are you still, a lot of places? I'm not sure what's going on. This little fox has been following us, but we're just letting it happen. There were goblins. We accidentally befriended them, but they are terrifying, so we're not doing that anymore, and I just want to go home.
Oh, I see. Your corporeal world is so much better than mine, isn't it? Isn't it? I see.
It has my Rooney in it, so yes.
And Alistair does the hand wiggle like, yeah, kinda.
I'm picturing just the most meh expression that I've ever seen. This is like he's very Hitachi twins meh.
I mean, I prefer the fire plane personally, but that's just me.
All right then, and he kind of sheathes his short sword and stands up a bit more. Name's Phineas. What's your lot's names?
Lil!
Ah!
Lil!
Blimey hell! He draws his sword again and kind of points it at Lil.
No.
Phineas friend! Phineas friend!
Not dangerous, just way too much.
I can see that. Back it up. Back it
Now
up.
imagining this, I'm still carrying Lil like with my arms like forklift, and Lil's just laying over them,
Oh
not
no.
planking anymore.
She leapt. She leapt.
Lil is wiggled until she got down to run over to see Hair Friend.
Wiggle,
Yeah,
wiggle.
Oh, okay.
Do.
Wiggle.
Oh, and there's a fox just jumping in and out of a hole as he sees swords.
Yeah. So, we hear tell of a bunch of jerks in a fort this way. Is that true, Mr. Phineas?
Oh, too right it is. They are right jerks over there. Would not recommend going to them. At least with the goblins, you know where you stand.
Right. So, if we don't go to the goblins and we don't go to the fort, what would be your suggestion?
Odd. Which plane you say you're from again?
I don't know, the one with the fashionable jackass in it.
I mean, that describes a lot of places.
But it's just supposed to squeak again.
He kind of cocks an ear to Vicious, tilts his head to one side. That's a good point. They probably have no idea what their place is called in relation to this. I understand. Well, it's going to take a little bit of work, I think. Kind of rubs his hands together, and then he takes his short sword out again, and he extends his left foot.
Puts his left foot in, he fixes his left foot. Sorry.
Well, he does not take his left foot out because he proceeds to use his short sword to hack it off.
The holy hell!
Stops moving and is like,
And then you watch as the foot falls to the ground, but there's no blood that you can see. In fact, there's sort of just kind of this shimmery substance that collects around the stub where his foot was before pop, tootsies are out again and he wiggles them. You have one severed foot on the ground and a hare with 2 feet again.
Alistair looks surprisingly unbothered, like, eh.
You just have to know how this place works a little bit.
Oxfriend looks a
I
bit surprised, but like, man, he doesn't know what to make of it. He's just like, "Oh, okay."
Alistair shrugs. I've seen it before. A lot. Except it's usually not quite that shimmery.
Wessel, being a spawn of Rooney, saw the hare grip his sword and pull it out, and got very concerned for the safety of everybody else. Got angry and gripped his sword real hard. Once the hare cut his foot off, Wessel dropped his sword, jumped back 5 feet, and yelled, "Holy hell!"
No, not right. It's all right. It's all right. I'm a moon heir. It's fine. It's fine. It's the lucky foot. Lucky foot always comes back. And he's gonna step forward and pick up that foot, and he's gonna walk over and offer it to Alistair, who looks like he's the least bothered of the lot.
Alistair kind of looks Phineas up and down and then shrugs and holds out a hand. Thank you for the foot you've been walking around on. Clean.
As the foot enters your palm, it seems like it shrinks until by the time it reaches there, it is about the length of your hand itself. His own feet, which are upon his body, are quite large actually, probably more like the size of your head. You now have one hare foot that does not appear to be bleeding at all and seems perfectly steeled and stable.
Does it come with a keychain?
It does, in fact, and it's made of a very intricate-looking silver that seems to be woven rather than forged.
Oh wow. Okay.
Right. And what am I supposed to do with this?
Oh, right. New, that's right. So, I'm a moon heir, just a moon heir. So, we can't frequent this realm. That little one might be familiar with some of our more normal proclivities, and he nods at the fox, which keeps like peeking in and out of their hole and yipping at people. It might be a little bit more in tune with some of our proclivities. That's a lucky foot. I can't rightly tell you exactly how to get back where you come from, but that should help you hop in the right direction, per to say. Intuition and all that. It's lucky, you see, 'cause it always comes back. So you'll go back, right? Right.
Because that's how that works.
That's how it works if that's how you want it to work. This is the dream realm after all.
Sure.
Right, so I can just open my other hand and wish for a frozen lemonade.
You open your hand and there's a frozen lemonade.
Huh.
Okay.
Alistair shrugs and drinks it.
As you go to drink it, it kind of fades from existence.
Alistair face palms himself and just looks shocked.
He kind of chuckles a little bit. You can wish for whatever you want. Don't make it any more real.
Alistair wishes he could shove the rabbit foot so far into his
The rabbit fans himself with a paw and is like, "You ain't bought me dinner yet, or gotten any from goblins. I would say that is a no-go until later times, my dear." He hops back a little bit.
So what do we do? Where do we go for help?
Well, that's right up to you, isn't it? You gotta help yourself, don't you?
Right, to the Fort of Jerks it is, and then Alistair just starts walking.
Oh, I really wouldn't do that. You definitely won't get back right if you do that.
Fine. Then where would you suggest we go?
I don't know.
Yes,
Fort
thank you.
of Jerks. A wood of goblins and a rabbit that gave us a foot.
Oi! Air.
An air that gave us a foot. and still doesn't know where. Just can you just ask the foot?
Alistair looks over at Wessel and just stares at Wessel in the most unenthused way possible. I'm not talking to his foot.
Do you have a better idea?
I don't know. Walking?
Walking where?
Alistair looks at the foot and says, Mr. Foot, where do we go?
Go ahead and just roll a general charisma check for me.
Okay, we're here. Oh no, that's my worst stat.
Alright. The foot twitches a little bit. And it looks like it straightens up. And it hops out of your palm, the little chain jingling a bit. And then it hops around you in a complete circle and hops back into your palm because a 10 is way too low to persuade it to get out of bed in the morning.
May I give it a try?
Alistair kind of stares at the foot and squints and then just straight up pelts it at Wessel.
Ox will look at the fox
Ox and
when
fox.
one of the times he jumps out of the hole. I was like, "Will you help us and lead us in the right direction?"
It yips back at you. And then it
Also-
like tilts its head and then its ears flicker.
Lil is kind of behind Oxfriend because Lil's like, okay, Rabbit just cut off his own foot. Not sure if Rabbit is friend. So Lil's just kind of like, not sure about what just happened there.
Poor Lil.
Lil's like, friend, cut off own foot. Friend, I don't know.
Friend is not okay.
Lil not okay either.
Ox is just trying to ignore the whole foot thing right now, pretend it didn't happen.
It's very easy. There's no blood.
And then the foot's back, so I can just pretend that we don't have a keychain. But he'll say like, I think he was willing to help us. He might know the way, and like gestures towards the fox. And besides, he seems nice.
The fox's head tilts from one side to the other while its ears twitch. And
Is
then
this
it'll
a
go.
special language that Fox friend is speaking, or just making noises?
It's just making fox noises.
That's just fox.
I guess it would be Sylvian if anything.
I think while you're in fox form, it's just fox noises.
Yeah, it's just fox noises. Vicious will then go over and put one of his little paws, or it'll be more like a skitter. He'll skitter across the ground, like still cautious of the hair, and he'll touch his little paw on the foot, and then he'll squeak at it.
Right, so you skitter over to Wessel, who just had the foot pelted at his head. And picked it up and dusted it off and glared at Alistair while Alistair did a hair flip. Bush is so interesting. And Vicious, you go over and you put your cute little paws up and like half have to stand on your hind legs to get to the foot before Wessel realizes you want to touch it. And then you touch it and you yip at it and you roll a charisma roll. Just a regular, god damn it. Not a save. Not a save, just a regular charisma roll. Oh.
It's about the same.
Gosh darn it. But you're so cute. How can't you be charismatic when you're so cute?
hold on, I have a thing. Hold on. No, I don't.
Oh man. Okay.
So the foot hops up straight in Wessel's hand, rotates sharply, and boops you on the nose before falling still into Wessel's hand again.
It's just within cat swat it. And then
Wessel is
walk
going to
away.
yank it back.
He'll walk away in a like angry like little strut and then jump back into his hole.
Maybe by asking it nicely.
Does he do like the Arctic fox jump where it's just head first?
Please.
It's more like a swoop type of jump, like jumps up in the air a
I
little bit
lost
and then
all
goes
audio.
down
I
into the
can't
hole.
hear anyone.
Boo.
You there?
So am I losing connection?
I
Can you
hear
hear
you.
us? Because we can hear you.
Hey. Okay, cool. So yeah, I didn't hear anything after I asked like do the Arctic fox jump.
It's a swoop.
It's a swoop.
It just swooped a hoop into the hole.
Ah,
Shoopada hoopada.
Okay.
Shiggity
So
schwa.
as I pull back the foot from getting batted at by the little fox that's been following us around acting all weird, I'm going to go, okay, little foot. I know that
Take
the
us to
last
the Great
one
Valley.
tried to beat you up, and the one before that threw you. But I need to get back to my Rudy, so if that weird rabbit
losing
cut you
guys.
off, maybe it's worth something. Can you please show us the way to get home?
Oh my
Jesus
fucking-
Christ.
The foot doesn't even twitch for you. Not even remotely.
Great. And I'm gonna throw it at the ground.
You may as well hand it to the bird at this point. She'll have more luck with her ting-ting crap.
And Lil's just hiding behind Oxford, and you just hear ting ting. She just ting
Lil,
ting.
can you just ask it where we should go?
Where should we? Where we should go? Where we should go? Please show us the way to get home. And
And
then,
noth-
hold on,
no-
I have to hit the charisma.
Yeah, you can hit that if you want, but nothing
my
will happen because you are not touching it.
Lil's fine. Lil doesn't really want to touch the foot. Lil just did what you asked. She just asked, okay?
She's kind of feeling off today. Her charisma's not all that great.
Yeah, Alistair is gonna look at Ox and just lose all hope.
Oh man, that...
And the keychain there is like a key ring on it, or something that looks like a key ring.
It's a silver chain, more like a necklace than a keyring.
Okay. I don't know which order I want to do this in. Okay. I'll put out my hand for the foot.
It's currently on the
On the
ground. Wessel threw it
Oh.
there.
After
Oh.
complaining that other people threw it, just for the irony.
He'll pick up the foot, take the chain, put it over his horn that doesn't have the bell. It's like, will you show us the way?
And I roll charisma for you. You have a plus
gonna
0, so this is gonna be
Fucking
great.
lose it.
Nat 20, nat
Not-
20, nat 20.
Jesus Christ. 17.
It's a 17. Yep.
God, we might eventually get out of this thing.
What was that, Alistair? Out of character. Out of character. What was that, Alistair? Oxford, like if it starts pointing in a direction, if it does, Ox will just like have a little smile.
Yeah, so
like,
what
"Oh,
happens
okay."
what happens is as Ox friend hangs it around his horn, and the soft tinging of the bell on one side and the soft white hare's foot on the other side. You say, Can you show us the way? And you see it shiver, small little ripples of golden light rolling off of it as it lifts slowly up, the paw pointing in a westerly direction, actually in the direction you guys had been headed in, towards that fort that the rabbit didn't seem to want you to go to, or rather the hare didn't seem to want you to go to. In fact, nobody seems to for you to want to go there, except for this foot. This foot clearly wants you to go there because it is pointing. It is pulling at the end of its chain and pointing in that direction rather dramatically. The hare shakes his head slowly. Oh, I really did hope that wasn't going to be it, but it was nice knowing you all. And as he's like, oh, you see his body start to glisten and tingle with those same little ripples of gold that the foot has. And slowly
Why can't we
fades
wait? Why
from
can't we go
view.
there?
Bye.
Mm.
See you
Yeah.
later.
Uh,
We probably
Says
won't see him later.
me.
I shouldn't have said that.
Is Lil
Alistair's
running
gonna
away?
walk
Lil
to
is
us.
backing away from the severed leg hanging from Oxfriend's hand.
Well, it's more like a palm-sized Lucky Rabbit's foot at this point.
It's still a severed leg.
But it got so tiny.
It's still a severed leg.
Poor Lil. But it
Lil
looks
is a little weirded out by that. Remember when Nibby got weirded out when a head rolled across the floor in Barthen's shop?
this is Lil's head.
This is Lil's orc head.
All the characters that Kaz played gets traumatized by a severed body part.
Ah.
Lily will be fine. I'll just let you know. Lily will be
Who will be-
fine.
Just a little traumatized. Who doesn't have a little trauma?
Oh god, what if it ends up being gosh, what's her name again? Felix's character. Paige,
Jeannie?
there we go. I knew it was a P. Paige, what if it's Paige severed head and it's still talking to you?
God.
Lily will probably be like, wow, I want to be able to do that.
She reaches for her own head and Paige is like, no, wait, stop, no.
Oh no.
It is a
Yeah.
horror campaign, and I'm certain something will get severed.
Oh my god. So,
One severing per episode. That's my new goal.
Oh gosh.
We're going to
It's
have
the dirt
peg
house
legs
after
and
all.
hooks for hands and
So, Alistair's just gonna look as exasperated as somebody possibly could and start walking towards the fort and just says,
if I get there first, great. And God, I can't even come up with a good quip. I'm so frustrated. And then he just leaves. And then he's walking.
Alrighty, hold on. Let me take you over to the other map. This
Ox would also be like walking in the direction the foot's pointing, like kind of just glancing and be like, I like this thing. It's quiet.
it's nice. Why isn't Lil on this map?
I'm on the map.
Not on the one that I just went to make sure everybody was on. That's disturbing. Okay. This one. Where the fuck is Lil at?
It's dark. We do.
Is it still dark?
All I see is some blackness and some dark charcoal in the top right corner.
Yeah, the dark charcoal is shadows.
How about now?
Still same.
Your shadows change depending on like where your person is.
I don't even know where my person is. Let me see if I can highlight.
This sounds like you have advanced lighting on.
I do, but I don't know where her character is because I had it all set up for all the
I'm in the
characters.
top right corner. Let me try if I can. I'm in the top right. I'm going to go all the way up to the top right corner.
Yeah.
All the way at the corner. So I'm up there, if that helps.
Yeah, no, I just put you on the.
Okay.
I just put you on the screen. Can you see anything around you, or is it only blackness?
It is dark charcoal. I will
God
take a
damn it.
screenshot to show you.
No, it's fine. I just have to redo your token again. You were on this screen before, and I don't know why your character is missing now. I had it all set up.
Oh, I don't know.
I can see Lil.
Lil can't see you.
I mean,
Yeah, it's probably something how the tokens got set up. From the sounds of it, I've never messed around with advanced lighting on Roll20, so I know little about it.
That's what I see. Just so you can see what I see.
I see a
Hey,
street, and I see a street, cars, and a stoplight.
I
Thanks.
see
Thanks for the
things.
heads up.
I see dead people.
That
Sorry.
super helped, Vaughn. Super helped.
I'm a smartass. What do you expect? You know this. You're related.
Anyway.
I can see now. Just letting you know.
I can see clearly now. The rain is
The
gone.
rain is gone.
Can everybody else see?
Yes.
Excellent.
Also, Lil's gonna be kind of hiding behind Wessel now. Just
when
letting you
move
know.
around, the
Fair.
shadows move too. Wow.
Oh boy. Alrighty. Anywho, you don't have to walk for much further, maybe 10-15 minutes or so, before you start to see the walls of the fort that you are approaching. They appear to be made of a deeply weathered stone. A little bit decrepit in some places, but then you see a few newer stones in other places, making you think that perhaps it's just in a cycle of repair and disrepair at the same time, depending on what monetary value the owners of this place have. There is a large iron portcullis that is currently down and blocking the interior of the gate from access. And you see a rather large spiraling tower very close to the front of the fortress over on this side.
Can Alistair see if there's anybody on top of the walls or anything like that?
I like Kat's question.
Yep, you would have to roll perception on that, and yes, it is pointing towards the fortress.
Nope, can't see shit.
Alistair, you look up, and the sun glances off one of the metal bars of the portcullis right in your eye socket.
Yeah, Alistair just goes, ah, damn it.
And everybody tries to percept. Lil, you don't see any people, but you can hear a very, very low, very distant sound like somebody is singing somewhere.
Lil starts mimicking the singing very quietly.
All the red and turn the bones, spits will clack and click and clack. All the beds and turn the bones to dust, dust, dust.
So that sounds very creepy when it comes from Lil right behind Wessel, just letting you know.
Going to keep going, you terror bird.
Because at this point, Wessel isn't sure if this is the real Lil or some nightmare device from the dream world.
Is there a front door?
There is a portcullis.
Wonderful.
All right.
I think I need to
Vicious.
flip a coin. Is there a thing for that?
Roll 1d2.
Yeah, roll
Yeah.
1d2. Vicious, roll me a. This would be a dexterity saving throw. With advantage because. Oh, you don't need it. Okay. So Vicious, being a very tiny little fox, just struts right up to the portcullis and proceeds to squeeze the fuck through.
And then Alistair is just watching him do this and just sneering at him like, I still don't trust you.
And yeah, and you see a small sort of gatehouse type room. There are several large, old-looking kegs that are stacked up along the walls in a very neat manner. It's kept well in here. The cobblestones seem to be cleanly swept, and the kegs themselves, though clearly aged, are intact. And if one were to sniff them, the heady scent of fermented grapes would be quite pungent.
And Alistair's gonna stick a hand through the portcullis and like wave at the fox and just, Fluffy Rat, open the door.
Vicious will go over to, like, just out of reach and sit down and look at you. Like, what'd you call him? He didn't say that, but you can tell that's what he's. That's
Like,
the look.
waiting to hear please.
That's the look. He's just sitting there looking at you.
Yeah.
And then he does like a little huff, like.
And then Alistair's just like, yes, hurry up.
Tilts head up a little.
It's currently a staring contest between Alistair and a fox. It's not going well.
His eyes are closed now. He's just like tilting his head up, like waiting, like I
Wessel-
didn't hear what I wanted to hear.
Wessel's going to get behind both of them and say, I'm counting to 10. When I get to 10, I'm hitting it.
And when I get in there, I'm making fox stew.
Alistair, you're investigating the portcullis?
That was the wrong thing, but sure.
Are you trying
what-
intimidation?
What were you trying to...
That's what I was trying to do.
Okay, intimidation. Alright, Vicious, roll, let's see, what would this be? Insight, I guess? Yeah, roll insight against the intimidation. Alright,
Welcome back, Vaughn.
Hello, welcome back.
welcome back.
Sorry about that work stuff.
It's
All
cool. Vicious slipped through the portcullis because he is a tiny fox, and Alistair's trying to intimidate him into looking for a way to open it. Vicious. with
Alrighty
your
then.
14.
Wessel is also counting to 10, and if there isn't a decision made by 10, he's hitting the portcullis, hoping it does something.
An iron portcullis. Okay.
You heard me.
Alright, with
That's one way to knock on a door.
He's Rooney's, okay? Bad decisions get made.
14 insight versus 16 intimidation. Vicious, you know that Alistair definitely wants to make a fox stew. What you choose to do with that information is up to you.
He'll walk over and claw the hand and then run off and try to find the way to open the gate.
Alright, roll an attack.
Alistair's.
Oh my god! That was a 21!
But you've
It
got
wasn't
an...
supposed to do any damage.
I think
I can't.
It does
I can't.
2 damage.
I know, but that's only because I crit it. Otherwise, it would do 0.
he's got a -1 strength modifier.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. How did that happen?
So So, Alistair, you take 2 slashing damage right
I
on your hand.
sure do.
Oh.
Alistair takes 2 slashing damage. He pulls his hand back, and it's just bleeding. And Alistair just looks like he wants to murder this fucking fox.
And it's not bleeding sparkles either.
No, it's bleeding actual blood, which actually probably contributes to how freaked out Alistair looks, because that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Alistair doesn't bleed. Alright, Vicious, you said you were looking to
Oxfriend wants to do like a stealth or sleight of hand
to do
for thumbs up the fox.
Alright. Yeah, go ahead and roll roll. Oh, that's right. I have to roll for you. Sleight of hand. Okay, Vicious, you roll an investigation check because you're trying to find a way to open the thing. And, oh, Jesus, fuck! He's too terrified at the prospect of being made into fox stew. He proceeds to run around in circles, bashing into barrels, tripping over his own feet, just scrambling all over the place, just trying to find the gosh darn lever wherever he can find the lever. Sleight of hand. But you do spot out of the corner of your eye as you are running in circles, leaping over barrels, sniffing in corners, and just scratching at the stones in a desperate, frenzied attempt to find some way to open this thing. You do see out of the corner of your eye, Oxfriend just slowly raise a hand, a thumb sticking up. Nice. And nobody else notices.
What did I end up rolling?
20.
20.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
The real question is can Wessel actually count to 10?
Wow.
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 Oh.
No, I mean like from an animal's perspective.
Again.
I'm supposed to be the asshole here. Come on.
Well, no, from an animal's perspective, can animals actually count? Like,
Wessel's not a normal animal. Wessel is a spirit animal. Like,
Wessel
almost
does-
actually.
I think Wessel does only have a total of 8 fingers on his 2 paws, though.
Well, you know, he's got toes.
Cool, cool.
Holy shit, dude.
What's everybody else doing while Wessel is doing this countdown to Doomtown?
Alistair's just fucking bleeding and staring at his hand like, what do I do about this?
Lil wants to try to push her way through the gate like the fox did, but probably can't.
Yeah, you definitely can't, but I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you hurt yourself while trying.
Yeah,
Was there also any people or things that we've seen at this wall and gate?
So
we
far,
couldn't
no.
see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
Lil
Lil
heard
started
somebody.
singing a very creepy song that she heard that no one else heard.
Alistair's gonna look for a lever.
Okay. Vicious hides behind barrels not very well. You see him disappear. One falls on the ground behind those barrels over there. But Alistair, because the barrel hit the ground, your head jerks over in that direction, and you see right here on the wall, like super out in the open, like everybody should have seen it, including the fox that was running around the room in a rapid frenzy. It's a lever, just a simple lever.
Cool. Alistair is gonna shove his bleeding hand through the wall and mage hand the lever.
All right, you mage hand the lever, and this is the process of while of while Lil is trying to squeeze her way through the bars, not hurting herself because her fluffy feathers are protecting her from harm, but she's just trying. She's got like one leg through there, and she's like, "Oh, I want to go. The fox did it." And the portcullis starts slowly raising with a deep clanging and clanking sound, like click, 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 click. And so does Lil. Lil is being raised with the portcullis as she's holding on and trying to get through. Click, click, click. Lil, you're flying again. What do?
Wessel's gonna grab Lil's feet.
Also, just to let you know, Lil is used to being small and is like, why can't I fit? Why can't I fit?
This is like those really, really fat cats who are extremely disappointed that they cannot fit in the tiny Coke box.
Wessel grabs Lil's feet and pulls.
Lil's just flapping her arm wings, and
Well,
it's just like, what's happening? What?
well, since you're flapping your arm wings, that means you've let go of the portcullis, and Wessel's got both your feet, so you proceed to fall back onto Wessel. And now the portcullis is up and open.
Yeah, Alistair's gonna stomp his way inside and just... Where are you, you little Creighton?
Go ahead and roll, well, you know where he went. He rolled an 11. You know where
He's
he
behind
went.
those barrels.
He's behind those barrels.
I'm gonna shapeshift into a barrel.
Alright, roll... let's see, what would this be?
Oh my god.
Deception?
Performance or deception? Either one. I mean, they're both the same thing
with
for me.
advantage, yeah. Deception
Roll
with
for
advantage.
prop hunt?
That's a fun game.
And Alistair, you roll perception.
Cool. I'm good at these. Except for when it counts.
The foxes vanished. There's nothing but barrels. Just barrels everywhere.
And you see Alistair and he just starts to twitch. he just twitches and then he just slings his hand that direction and blood splatters across the barrels and he's like, when I find you, you're gonna be one tail closer to a normal goddamn fox. And then Alistair's gonna try to go deeper into the fort because he's had it. And now another perception to see what the fuck is going on.
I don't think anybody knows that. So
Rather what's here.
So you step out and into this courtyard. It is about mid-afternoon at this point, but it is pretty well lit despite the shadows that are thrown by the sun. You can see... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. You can see several small sets of stairs that lead off here into there. There's one right over here, in fact. There's a large set of double doors, intricately carved, old-looking oak. A beautiful fountain right here, which is currently still looking like it's in working order. There is small trickles of water running out of a large carved stone pillar that has several pictures surrounding it that look like it's a series of young women holding hands and dancing. There is ivy covering the edges of the fountain, however, despite its obvious use. And you can see just vaguely out of the corner of your vision another set of double doors that lead into that quite large tower that you see right next to you. And then a path
Lil is
that
trapped
winds
by
around
force
this way.
field.
Cool. Awesome.
There we go. Thank you.
So, I guess Alistair's gonna, so far has not seen any jerks, so feels grossly misled.
Also, you hear a faint singing.
Sounds similar to what Lil was singing.
But we don't need the head.
Can we
Throw it
tell
down,
where that's
throw it
coming
down,
from?
Throw it down to Goblin Town. With a 19, you think it might be coming... You think it might be coming from, well, somewhere beneath you, actually.
Great. I'm going this way. Fuck it.
Fine by me. What is this?
And he's just inexplicably
What is this?
angry because he's never
That
had
is-
an injury before. He's always just immediately died. And so
With one health, always.
this
Ooh,
is
can I
some
see what's in here?
hold on. You're like, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this?
What
Okay, so
is this?
the first thing that you were up
This
to was
is
this. This is a set of stairs that leads up on top of the wall.
okay.
Okay.
Not interested.
This is a window. And can you actually see what's in there when you're up against it peering in? Because it does
Yes.
appear to be lit up for you. So you peer inside and you rolled perception already. You rolled 11.
Yeah.
Okay. You peer inside and you see what looks like it might be a small library. There are some very plush looking couches and chairs, a table with fruit on it, and a lot of bookshelves, and two very nice ficuses.
All right.
Say that was behind a window,
Mm-hmm.
or is it like an open window or like a glass one?
It is a glass one.
Ooh.
Fancy, fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Lil, look in this window.
Ooh.
All right, so Lil looks in this window and she sees what looks like it might be a larder. There are many barrels and boxes, some of which you can see the contents of include fruit and berries. There is a
Good.
small table that has some silverware set out, looking like it's for polishing, and a small cup of water beside some papers on another table in the same room.
Do these windows seem like they open in any direction, or are they just permanently
In-
fixed?
Investigation?
That's
Also,
good.
just to let you know, Lil is like pressing her face up against the window. So, just giving you a heads up.
Man, Alistair, you know everything about those windows.
So this one here is a leaded glass window. It's crafted with a blacksmith putting a leaded frame down and pouring molten glass into it until it sets. And then popping that frame into a caulked stone space. And then taking paving cement and cementing the window into place. And you know that these windows have not ever been able to open and never will be able to open unless you break them.
Wonderful.
Cool. Alistair can kind of see over here. Is that a door?
It's a set of two double doors, yes.
Cool. Alistair's gonna mage hand the doors open.
All right. You reach out with Mage Hand and you see the two doors open. You catch a vague glimpse of red carpeting and stonework.
Yeah, alright. And then from here, the cone of vision kind of goes from here to here. So would he be able to see in this general area from where he is with the doors open?
Yes, so what you can see is a long red carpet that seems to stretch from what is presumably the double doors to outside to the left and out of your field of vision, with the vaguest little hints of green where it fades from your vision. There are two stone walls sort of blocking your view of most of the things to the left. Um, but you get a good glimpse of what's in front of you directly. And then you see a door over here, which might lead into the room that Rooney saw, not Rooney, Wessel saw, that was a library.
Right. So, if I... hang on. So if Alistair's here, you can see to probably about there. Are these doors?
Yes,
Right here? Right, great.
those are the double doors that are outside.
Yeah, okay. Alistair's gonna try to mage hand those open too.
Unfortunately, they do not open as they are locked.
Can Alistair see the lock from here?
I'm gonna say no, probably not, because it's a keyhole, so you'd have to like be where the doors are to see the keyhole.
Damn it. And then Alistair kind of leaving. Alistair is pressed against the glass, so there's probably blood smeared on the glass now as Alistair just like grumbles and trudges around to those doors. And
Does Alistair not know how to bandage his hands? Probably
he's
not.
never been injured before.
So
He
what?
knows what to do.
Get the stair.
All right. Well, Alistair's trudging over there. What's everybody else doing?
Lil
I
looks in
want
here.
I wanted to see what was over here too.
Okay, no. So while Alistair's been doing this whole thing with the windows, Lil, you come over here and you see a very nice looking kind of little, what looks like almost a garden. There is a very small stone box here that looks quite large, with some writing that appears to be carved into it.
I think Lil can read. Hold on.
Lil
She
can
knows
read.
languages.
She knows languages. Lil can
I
read.
can read and write in common. Yay!
Hmm. So you look at the language written upon here, and it is not common.
It's probably not Orin either, is it?
No.
Okay, Lil leaves.
Wessel goes, "Is this magic?" Ah, probably not, and moves on.
And what is the tiny fox doing?
Lurking mainly, but is curious because there's stuff.
Okay, so you go into the room and you see the same large stone box that Lil saw. And you do recognize the writing on the box, for it is your own native tongue of Sylvan.
Rudy knows Sylvan. Does that mean Wessel knows Sylvan?
Yes, Wessel knows Sylvan.
Yes!
And
Wessel knows it too.
and Vicious, you put your paws up on the box, you look at the letters, and they read as so. Beatrice Brown turned upside down, and our world fell with her. She'll come again another day to play and laugh with mirth.
So is this is it a grave or is it just like a box?
It appears to be, in fact, a small cairn like tomb, perhaps for a child.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Cool.
Follow everyone. Still hiding from lurking from bush to bush.
And, Oxfriend, what are you doing?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to look at the map. I went to Twitch first because I've just heard atrocious things about Roll20 on mobile, but let me try Roll20 on mobile anyways.
Roll20 on mobile is very terrible.
Well, even hopefully just looking at a map is what is the aim.
Wessel's gonna go around back and try and see if they can see through any other windows.
Okie
The
doke.
aim is to try to get inside the building, I assume. At least that's Alistair's aim.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to Alistair in just a minute. I'm just this was all
Yeah.
happening while Alistair was looking through windows and mage handing doors.
Yes. Everybody gets a turn. It's not the Alistair show.
Well, I mean, I would definitely watch the Alistair show.
Same.
Ah, my kneecaps.
Okay, so I am having the same problem that Kat was having on Roll20 right now, but I'm kind of figuring out how to use Roll20 on mobile
It's just
surprisingly quickly. Annoying, yes, but it's quick.
You're kind of
Learn.
in the center-ish area of the map right now,
I see my token,
but you don't see anything else around
but
it.
I see the same thing
Your
Kat was
vision and your
saying.
night vision are on.
No, that's not the one I needed. It was this one. There we go.
Your vision and your night vision are on. Yeah, I don't know why you can't see right now. I did the same settings as Lil, and Lil can see now. Maybe I need to delete you and redo you? I don't know.
I'm putting a map in Discord if you want to maybe use that in the meantime.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need to click your vision on and off.
It could be that the night mode or whatever
Oh,
isn't
wait, there
supported
we
by
go.
mobile.
Yeah,
Something's happening.
I just needed to click your vision on and off. Alright, Kate, can you see your token now? And everything around it?
Yep, give me a second. I hit the refresh just before I saw it. Oh,
I'll be
that's
right
so
back.
adorable. The feline agility little gif is adorable. I love it.
Yes.
Oh, whoa, okay, that's cool. However, my token's back where it originally was. Or is that where I have been?
That's where you have been.
Oh, okay, I see.
There, now I got my cooker cover back.
So everybody else basically just branched off looking around this weird courtyard.
Yeah. Where is the gate? Is the gate right in front of Alistair?
So that's a door to the large
Or the
central
port?
building. The portcullis is behind you, and you guys have gone through it already because Alistair found
Oh,
and
okay.
made Shanded the lever that lets it open.
And then we have the
Okay, cool.
library that's over here
Yep.
that we looked in the windows at. Then there's a food area
Oh.
over here. And then there's a grave over in this direction over
Who's
here.
been writing on my map?
I didn't write
Thank-
on your map. I wrote on my map.
I will end you.
I've
I
helped them.
want to go over. Ooh, okay. I want to go over here.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, so while everybody else is branching off, you go down here, and where are you going?
I'm gonna start. I guess. Ooh, what's over here?
Oh.
I am intrigued by what's in this corner over here.
You head to that corner and you see a staircase that is leading up to the ramparts and a door.
The door is up on the staircase.
No, the door is at ground level where you are. The staircase leads
Oh,
up
okay, I see
above
it.
the level that the door is on.
And this would be the outer wall.
This would be the outer wall.
Okay, I lost interest over there.
Oh.
Is there anything I really see in this area where I'm at?
You see a set of two double doors right here to your south. You see a set of
Okay.
two double doors that lead into the large tower that makes up most of the front of this fort. You see a small open doorway that leads into a garden-like area over here, and what looks like a pathway where you saw Lil and some of the others wander a couple of minutes ago.
Where was the second set of double doors?
One is here, and one is behind you right here.
Ah, okay. I will see. Okay, yeah, I will see if this door is open.
So you reach out, you grab the handle, click,
Hello?
hello, hello, hello.
Hi?
Hi, hi, hello.
People call me Ox. What's your names?
Ox, ox, it's ox. And then you see a rush of brilliant color come from over here as a long string of tiny humanoid creatures with luminescent wings in a variety of colors, blues, greens, purples, pinks, all undulating, come and swarm about your head, and I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Did you
Can I
just
do
give
that
the
on roll
fake
20?
for your name?
I don't think Ox is my actual name, so. Like, does Ox have an actual name and we just don't know it?
I don't know. We're
It
about
sounds
to
like a
find
character
out.
question, not a.
Oh, that's right. You need me to roll for you. Yeah, it's a wisdom saving
I
throw.
was trying to figure that out. Oh, hey, I think I figured it out.
It's just, it's so hard to access.
Oh god, you both did it at the same time. They're both garbage, so good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who rolled what though.
So Ox, you
Or
just
did I roll? I think I did that.
either way, it's a 4 and a 5.
Not
Yep.
good.
So Ox, you stand there as these tiny fairy-like creatures surround your skull, dancing and flittering in and out of your vision, and you start to get very, very dizzy, and a slow, creeping smile spreads over your face as you sway from side to side, completely mesmerized. Time to go, time to go, time to go, time to go. And you nod slowly. You begin to walk this way, shutting the door behind you.
That's
And
fun.
that's how my first character dies.
And that's where we're going to stop for the evening.
No.
Hmm.
Yes,
I
I am
don't.
sorry.
That's
In
okay.
fairness, I don't think Ox is, and I realized that as soon as I said that, I was like, oh, I screwed up. But no, I don't think that's his actual name. I
That
imagine,
sounds like a character question.
Sounds like a character question.
Mhm.
like his girlfriend had an actual name. Why wouldn't he?
His girlfriend had an actual name because Petunia was owned by a farmer who had gotten invaded by orcs, and she got the frick out of Dodge, and she was a prize-winning milk cow who makes the sweetest butter in 7 goddamn counties. Petunia has a name because Petunia was a fully fledged, realized individual.
Oxfriend was Oxfriend.
Ox is an ox you guys bought at Barthen's Goods.
And I
And
believe Lil is the one that named him
besides,
Oxfriend.
What was that, Rob?
oh, I was like, I'm just saying what people call me. It's not necessarily my name is.
Well, I think that might be something for your friends to ponder to try and free you, maybe. But anywho, thanks everybody for watching. Sorry it's a little bit of a short session this evening, but my brain doesn't like me and it's not able to focus very well because I'm sleepy.
good.
Oof. But thank you for watching tonight. We appreciate it. We hope you liked the B crew with all of our crazy antics. Not that our normal antics aren't crazy anyway. And we had the addition tonight of course, DM Vaughn. You may know him from every other Sunday's Starfinder campaign, playing his wonderful rendition of Oxfriend, possibly to be renamed or finally given a name of his own, depending on what happens here. So yeah, you can tune in definitely next Wednesday for Dungeons and Dinosaurs with DM Caliph. There is a possibility that we will not be doing the Curse of Strahd campaign this Sunday, just depending on what everybody's Halloween schedules are. If we do decide to not do the stream this Sunday, I will be doing a separate stream with each of the 2 different groups on different days so that everybody can get their time in and be able to play a little bit. All right,
I
for
won't. I
yeah.
won't be able to make it on Sunday.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the votes have pretty much gone the way of there's going to be at least 2 people missing from each session, and my general rule is if it's 2 or more people missing, we don't play because it's hard enough when you're missing one person, especially if it's at, say, a crucial point where an undead horse is manifested in front of them and you have no idea what a certain very snappy comeback necromancer might say to them. So you don't want to play without them. um, uh, but yeah. So I don't like to play without most, if not all, of my players. So yeah, we'll definitely be probably rescheduling those sessions for later on in the week. Um, that being said, I will be running a game this Sunday, maybe in the later part of the evening. It will not be a typical game, it'll be a sort of a pick me up Halloween edition. Nothing too strenuous, very short, very sweet. But I look forward to welcoming any players who might make it. And I will a little Halloween episode, maybe somewhere in the area of 9ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, we love you. Good night.
Good night.
Don't let the
Bye.
jack o' lanterns go out.